Hi, Amanda here. Nice to see you all back. Thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos. I have now surpassed 100 subscribers, which may not sound like a big deal to some of you guys out there, but it's a really big deal to me. And it makes my 16-year-old think I'm cool, and I will take that any day. My teenager thinks I'm cool. So anyway, today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about 401ks and my personal thoughts on the matter based on what my family and I have recently experienced. So I'll give you a little bit of background about myself. I know I've spoken about my children in the past, and I've mentioned that I live in Tennessee, but haven't really gone into how we found ourselves in Tennessee. So I am a born and raised Brooklyn, New York girl. My family is all still there, but I relocated up to New England shortly after 9/11. I was done with New York. So I lived in New England, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, kind of a little bit of all, but most recently Massachusetts for a good chunk. All three of my children were born in Massachusetts. I was working at a company in procurement. I've got decades of procurement experience, but I was with this one particular company for 9 years, and I was laid off in 2022. My last official date was December 1st. So most people would take that news right before Christmas as just this awful thing to experience. My husband's a stay-at-home dad. I was always the one that worked, and now I have a family of 5, and I don't have employment, but I took it as an opportunity. So I was tethered to Massachusetts because of my job, but I didn't have any family there. I wasn't happy there for so many different reasons that I won't go into, but I really, really wanted, my dream was to move south. And I just didn't think I could ever make that happen. So I get laid off. I get a nice little severance package, and I now have access to that 401k, which I will admit I should have had more in there than what I did. But I was kind of a paycheck to paycheck girl and really was not able to put aside a big chunk of savings into my 401k. But nonetheless, emptying out that 401k and taking that severance package allowed my family and I to make a life-changing move from Massachusetts all the way down south to Tennessee. And we have not been happier. It's been incredible. And with that, I took some time off just to acclimate to Tennessee and get my boys enrolled in school and get my daughter kind of used to living down here and really just taking a breather. I've been working their entire lives, and I just wanted a few months to myself, and this severance package and 401k allowed me to do that. So fast forward to today, we moved down here December 30th. It was pretty quick. We've now been down here for just about 4 full months. And of course, I'm out there now looking for a job again. But aside from that, with looking for a job comes, the health insurance, that's a big one. And then the next big one that popped into my head was, well, my 401k, I have to start from scratch. I have nothing in there. I depleted that account to make this life-changing move and make sure that we could live at least for the next year, just in case I wasn't able to find employment right away. So what do I do about a 401k? This is the thought that occurred to me last night. Well, I know in the past year, my 401k took a pretty serious hit before I withdrew any of the money. And if you read the headlines and you kind of see all around me here, it points out that in 2022, the average savings, the average 401k account took a 23% hit. 23%, that's a quarter of your money gone for investing in a 401k. In addition to that, you don't really get to choose specifically what you're investing in. There are certain packages that you can choose, and you can choose to go high risk, or you can choose to do something that's a little bit more low risk. But you can't pick and choose and move your things around as much as if you were an individual private investor. And one of the things that recently happened was the current administration decided that they would have the investment firms, the Prudentials, the Vanguards. They were going to have to diversify the portfolios to make sure that they included green energy firms. And on the surface, that sounds wonderful. But it should be up to the individual investor what they want to invest in. I personally see that as a losing endeavor. It's a great idea. I love the idea of it, but I just don't think technology is there right now. The companies tend not to make that much of a profit. And many of them really only exist because they are currently being subsidized by the government, which means subsidized by me. I don't want my 401k invested in a losing venture. I want my investment portfolio chosen because it has winners in it, because it's shown a steady track record of winning. I don't want to be forced into something that's politically convenient, but makes me take a hit to the wallet. So what do I do? Do I put my money into a 401k? I mean, this was beaten over my head over and over and over again growing up. You have to have your 401k. Social Security is not going to be there for you. If you want to retire one day, you must have your 401k. So, at my heart of hearts, I'm going, well, of course I have to have my 401k. When I start working, I'm going to start dumping my money into the 401k and start building that up so that maybe one day I can retire. And then it occurred to me, I can put it in a 401k, which experiences all the volatility of the stock market that is directly affected by inflation, where I don't have a say in every single penny of my money and where it's going. Or I can invest it in the foundation at ARK, which basically acts as a high yield savings account. So if I took all of that money from my 401k, that loses 23% in 2022, and I put that into the foundation, and I staked my bond, well, you make that money back in 1 year, 100%. In 1 year versus losing 25% in 1 year. So this is something that I had not really considered before. I knew about ARK. I knew the passive income. Yes, we're all involved in it. My sons and I, we put our money in. We watch that interest grow every day. But there are other uses for ARK, other ways to use that platform, not only as a passive income, but essentially as a retirement savings. I don't want to work until they cart me out because I died at my desk. I want to be able to retire one day and enjoy the life that I spent years working for and providing for. And I'll be honest, I'm in my mid-40s. At this point, I would probably have to invest in some pretty high risk, a pretty high risk portfolio to make anywhere near enough money to think of retiring in the next 20 years. And high risk today, with inflation what it is, and with the stock market as volatile as it is, and with the federal government overreach what it is, I just don't see a 401k as a viable option. So here's a quick video just to make you guys think for a minute. Could we be utilizing ARK in ways that maybe we hadn't thought of before? I know I've made my decision. When I do find that job and I do start saving for retirement, it's going to be through ARK. It's not going to be through that 401k. If you look all around this video, you've got all the headlines going around where the money is lost and where the federal government is getting involved. It's time to stop. It's time to say no. I'm going to do things my way. And that's going to be today for me. I'm going to do things my way. If you want links to these articles, I'm going to put them down below for you. You're welcome to read them. I'm not just pulling sensational headlines. They really are genuine. And it's something that should just give you a little bit of food for thought, make you pause for a moment. You can put your money in a 401k. You can lose money year over year. You can have it locked in there until you're 66, or you get penalized, or you can place it in the ArkFi bond into the foundation. Have that be liquid, compound the interest on that every day, and have that be a relatively stable and safe investment versus what we see every day in the headlines for our 401ks, for the companies like Vanguard. I've made my choice, and I hope maybe you guys will take a moment, a beat think about that as well. I think that's it for today. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm over 100, but I'd love to see that number continue to climb. If you are thinking about joining me on the ARK journey, whether it be investing in the foundation or an NFT or just buying your ARK coin and doing the 2% daily interest, please use my referral code, which I have pasted down below for you for your convenience. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out. I will do my best to answer any. If I cannot answer it, there is a just amazing amount of information that can be obtained from joining the Telegram group for ARK. I will put that down below as well. That's it for now. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.